Italy. Probably no other country has received worse image in media in the past few months. But despite the horrible death count, this country doesn't give up. Life must go on. And no one knows how to live better than the Italians. I am Lex Universe, and this is Italy post-corona. I managed to enter somebody's backyard. Hello Internet, welcome to Lex Universe. So, a few months ago I wouldn't believe I will ever say this sentence again, but we're flying to Italy. So, before I start with all the hate, flying to Italy is actually quite safe. First of all, the number of daily cases is actually like lower than in the Czech Republic, especially when you consider the population. Italy has been quite in the news in the past few months, but you have to understand it was considering mostly the north of the country. Anyway, since it's 2020, nothing is so easy, so if you want to go to Italy, you have to check in advance where you're going. There are several regions where you have to fill out this form beforehand, then you will have to send it to the local health bureau and keep the PDF with the form and with the information that you provide them. This considers basically 3 regions of Italy, and that's Sardinia, Calabria and Apulia, which is unfortunately exactly the place where I'm going, so let's go for it. There are things that I haven't missed. For example, this thing. You still need to be wearing that while flying. Alright, so let's go. So, in case you haven't noticed, we have arrived at the Bari International Airport, and now actually I need to find the bus to Matera, which is the first stop that we will have on our round trip across Apulia and Basilicata. Let's go. So I have just missed the direct bus, so I have to go by train to Bari Centrale and then switch for another train. And I will get to Matera because I just like complicating things to myself. There are 2 or 3 direct buses from the Bari airport to Matera that cost €3 and take about 1.5 hours. But there are so few of them daily that you have to be real lucky to catch them. The alternative way is to go by Bari Centrale. The narrow gauge trains from Bari to Matera are operated by Ferrovie Apulia Company or FAL via the town of Altamura. Their platforms and ticket counters are located to the right of the north building of the Bari Central railway station. The trip costs €5. Okay, so it looks like once again I was able to choose a place where I'm the only foreigner probably. So we have reached Matera. You can see they have very beautiful modern railway station. However, a little bit context about about my trip here. There was supposed to be a direct bus from the airport directly to this station, but apparently it was cancelled, and the next one was scheduled for like 6 hours later, so I didn't want to wait at the airport, so I took the train to Bari Centrale. Then I was trying to get here by train, and then I found out the train is out of operation, so I had to take some substitute bus, and then it took me to this town of Altamura, and I had to switch to another bus. So like basically the trip that was supposed to take 1 hour took 3 hours, but finally we're here. And guys, this town will be really beautiful. I hope you will enjoy it. Let's go to the city center. I wanted to start at this viewpoint to give you some idea how it actually looks, how amazingly picturesque and old this city is. Actually, from what I heard, it's like the third longest inhabited place on the planet. So that's kind of impressive. As already mentioned, Matera is one of the longest continuously inhabited places on the planet. The oldest part of the city are the so-called Sassi di Matera, consisting mostly of cave dwellings and churches. We will visit some of them over the span of this video, so stay tuned. It will be great. Honestly, I can't help to miss Iceland a little bit. I mean, it's like gazillion degrees. Oh shit, that's amazing. I kind of have a feeling that wherever you go here, there is either a view of the other parts of the town or one of these picturesque little streets. It's amazing. By the way, if it feels familiar, in case you have seen the movie Passion of the Christ, they filmed it here actually. And it isn't the only movie. A lot of movies depicting Jerusalem from the biblical times were filmed here. Now what does it say about this place? Is it really more like ancient Jerusalem than Jerusalem itself? And this is one cool observation platform. That's unreal. I thought this would be really nice, but guys, it's so beautiful. So in fact, what I consider the observation platform was actually a rooftop of church, and it's this San Pietro Baresano that was carved into the rock. As you can see, it's partially built and partially carved inside the rock here. The entrance fee is $3.50. You cannot film or take pictures inside, but it's really cool. There is a large labyrinth of catacombs, so if you're interested in that, it's really cool. So I was thinking that maybe midday in summer in southern Italy is not the best time for sightseeing, so maybe I will go get something to eat, something to drink, and we will continue in the afternoon. Do you know the feeling where you order food and you have absolutely no idea what it is actually? Well, that's my case exactly today. But I have a very good beer, so I'm fine. And now let's try what this tastes like. It's very good. There's some cheese, potatoes, and eggplant. Do you know if you eat it all? So I can't shake up the feeling that I'm constantly going to somebody's property, because there are like no normal streets here. There are all these staircases and little corners and very little streets, and most of them look like they are leading somewhat to someone's backyard. So hopefully this is public property. Guys, this is so awesome. I mean, look. It's amazing. It's kind of a labyrinth. I've been walking here for hours and I still don't know which way is which. But now we are going to that place, and that's the Matera Cathedral. I've got a weird feeling that the cathedral is moving away from me. I kind of think that I could walk here for days and days and still had no idea how to get around. Well, I couldn't pick better terrain for Italian summer. So over there on the top of the hill there is one of the most famous viewpoints of Matera, but it's like impossible to go straight through this ravine, so you have to have a car in order to get there, which I don't, so we'll have to deal with it. And as it usually is at the most interesting places, you're gonna take any pictures or videos inside, so that's a bummer. It's like the worst thing that can happen with a vlogger. Well, I got a new apartment. It's not much smaller than my real apartment in Prague. It will be really hard to get used to all these crowded places again when we get back to normal. I kinda got used to the fact that I'm probably the only tourist in Europe. I'm really enjoying it. So, and now we'll visit Casa Grotto, which is this typical cave dwelling. Do you remember, like I said, that traveling hasn't changed that much? It has. This was like really odd. They let 8 people inside. There was 8 points that we had to stand on. We were standing there for like 5 minutes. Then the guide gave us a go. We could move 1 point in the direction of the tour, and this continued until we visited all the points, and we still kept like 2 meters distance. I don't understand this world. I mean, I don't mind, but it's really odd. Right, so I managed to enter somebody's backyard, but they were very nice about it, so who cares? They're very friendly people here, by the way. And it would seem that the city has finally woken up. Good job, just at the time where I'm about to go to bed. But it looks really alive. I wasn't expecting that. I kind of got used to the fact that I'm all alone everywhere, so I hope you enjoyed this day with me. It was a lot, but I really enjoyed it. And if you did as well, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, check out my other social media, and see you in the next video. We're traveling to Alberobello and Bari.